Hello! Welcome to episode 42 of the Role Slayers podcast. I have
42.
I'm not on my last leg. I have tons of energy today, and it's great.
So many legs remaining.
So many.
Too many.
I'm a centipede, baby.
As many legs as a Chuul?
As many legs as a Chuul?
Yeah.
That many?
So, before we get into tonight's episode, as always, Hayden has some lovely announcements for you guys at home.
I'm going to make it extra lovely today. Today, I think we're going to be hearing an awful lot of battle music, and that is courtesy of, first Sirenscape for our sound effects, and then, of course, following that, Beyond Skyrim, Scanlan Short Halt Music, and Celestial Aeon Project. All that stuff together is going to bring together a very exciting audio-scape sound zone for all of us to experience in the room together and you at home. So enjoy that as we dive this episode. Coming up after that, let's talk social. Social is where you will get the update on our next characters that we unveil after this episode, after we've all perished. So once that's happened, check out our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And most importantly, Discord. The link is in our Instagram bio. Go there, see what new characters we start playing for episode 43. World Anvil. You know what's in Tyler's World Anvil? Just a lot of things called Chuuls. I actually had to Google them because I didn't know if they were a real thing or something he just up and done made up. But they are indeed a real thing, and he gets easy access to all those Chuul stats in his World Anvil. At the click of a mouse, his encounter is ready to roll and ready to pummel us into submission. So, get your own World Anvil, pummel your own players at worldanvil.pxf.io/rollslayers. Patreon.com/rollslayers is where you go for the other good stuff. I see a couple of guilty faces in the room right now. Maybe three guilty faces in the room right now.
I will record my video when we have one more patron sign up.
We had that already.
I'm saying now, as of now.
So, that's a real catch-22, I think, because we can't get more patrons unless we have more stuff in there, and you're not putting more stuff in there until we get more patrons.
Everything I do makes sense all the time.
Oh, patreon.com/rollslayers. Yeah, that's the one. It's pretty cheap. I mean, pay for the lights in here at least, the soundscapes. You know, whatever goes into making this thing as listenable as possible. That's pretty much where we fund all of that. So, buy it. Cowards. What other stuff is it?
Eldritch Foundry.
Eldritch Foundry, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where custom minis can be acquired and built and purchased, and that's where we get ours. I like them a lot personally because I can really pose my character in some interesting ways. Like swords overhead,
like this?
2 hands. You can really just link the elbows up if that's your vibe. You can do what I did the first time and just do a really quick and dirty one because I knew that mini would only be in 3 episodes of this. And it comes out looking kind of weird, but that's an option with Eldritch
You
Foundry.
can do it.
Use our code ROLLSLAYERS for 15% off at checkout. And thank you, as always, for joining us today. I hope that we all get to share this experience of what will be an unpleasant and a rotten battle. So, let's go.
Let's do it. Let's play the game. Okay. So, last we left off, the party made their way into the repository, the pocket dimension tower of Goldwyn, the wizard. They made their way through a myriad of various creatures and encounters in a locked down, contaminated lab, including sloths, slod tadpoles, redcaps, and giant hyenas. They made their way to the other side, finding a door with ominous dripping sounds and slimy sounds behind it, deciding instead to turn back to the other door that they had not explored. They made their way through a quite difficult lock, only to find several blast doors. But they were able to communicate with Goldwyn through it, and he stated that the lockdown could be ended by pulling 4 levers in 4 corners of the room by the library, the room that they had heard those sounds in. Opening the door, preparing to launch spells of offense, they found a Chuul, neck extended upward, tentacles enmeshed with another set of tentacles sticking down through the crushed-in ceiling.
Sloppy makeout.
And that's where we'll pick up. Are we releasing these spells?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative. I'm gonna give you guys a surprise round. Let me go ahead and get the battle map.
Okay.
I can see like the big text, and I can see just like a tiny sliver if you just don't
There you
turn it.
No way. No way, Jose. All right. 25 to 20. What do we got? Oof.
None.
20 to 15.
15.
15, and that goes to Zek with better dexterity.
Okay. Let me roll for Ori. I forgot to roll for Ori. Oh,
Do I
Ori.
have better dexterity?
I each have a +1.
So do I.
Well, you're
15 to 10
You can have it.
I was 12.
and 10 to 5.
5.
5. You and Ori rolled the same.
Oh,
Before
good
we
work,
get into the
everybody.
top of the round, go ahead and Ori, Visa, and Zai, you guys file in to make your blast, attack, and surprise. Go ahead and roll your attacks. Zai, I believe it's a save for you, right?
Ish.
Okay, it is a dex save.
Con.
Con. Alright. Those are both gonna fail.
Haha.
Ori's shooting her gun, right?
Yes.
Okay. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. You know, we didn't even try to reason with these things.
No.
Sure did not.
You sure did not.
We just showed up while they were making out.
We're gonna cut off all their tentacles.
Oh my.
Ori blasts into them, to one of them for 22 points of damage.
Good heavens.
That sounds pretty good.
Go ahead and roll damage.
It's 9 points of damage.
9 points of radiant damage.
Yes, I rolled a
Okay.
2 and a 1. On a d10.
And Visa.
We don't have advantage on the attack, right?
No.
Okay. Does the 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Okay.
As it glances off one of the hard carapace sides of these Chuuls. You actually all see that these Chuuls, while engaged in this form of interaction, have thickened carapaces that your spells and bullets ricochet off of a bit. Almost like they're in a bit of a protected form. Top of the round. It is the Chuuls.
Oh dear.
Each of you in your head hear.
Oh.
Except for you, Leaf.
Hey.
You hear. Interlopers. your cousin. They stop, their tentacles falling, and one of them starts to kind of climb up into the room through the hole in the ceiling, its legs sticking into the metal upside down as they move in towards your party.
Oh no.
You hear the other one say, "What are you doing here, cousin?" They are going to make
Wait.
attacks.
Don't like that.
The first one is going to move in on Visa, and the second on Zai. Visa is going to make 2 pincer attacks against you.
Lovely.
What language are they speaking?
You have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Visa does a 16 hit.
It does not.
Okay. Does a... sorry. Super bad with math. Does a 20.
Yes.
Soft 20 hit.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
okay. Could I have a dexterity saving throw?
16.
Okay. You are able to dodge out of the way, but you do get raked with a claw, taking... sorry, I'm so bad at math right now. 12 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
Zai.
I would cast Warding Flare as soon as I see the one
Okay.
approach me.
So the first attack on you is a disadvantage. Oh. Well, it's a good thing it was at disadvantage. Natural 20.
Blah.
But a 19
Blech.
plus things, so that'll hit.
Rolled a 20 and a 19.
And does a 27 hit.
Yes.
Okay. Can I have a dexterity saving throw from you as well?
Oh my gosh. A 9.
Okay. You take 14 points of slashing damage and you are grappled as this Chuul bears down on you, grabs you with one large pincer, and then wraps one of its tentacles around your shoulder. And then it's going to make a tentacle attack against you. Could you make a Constitution saving throw as it spreads its tentacle up your neck?
Hold on. My dang damage counter isn't functioning.
No worries.
Okay. Con saving throw?
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Maybe all my dice are going to dice jail.
Yeah, for sure.
14.
14. There's this slimy ooze that coats your neck, and it almost like saps your energy, but you are able to resist its effects. Yoips! It's gonna end their turn. Zek.
Zach is gonna storm the heck into that door and try to hack the tentacles that are touching Zach.
Okay, roll to hit twice.
Oh, and I'm gonna be raging.
Okay. That's a fair point.
Also that.
Also rage.
Oh, I forgot about the music. Oh well.
Oh. Those are so bad.
Yay! It's that
Um,
kind of night.
Yeah, it really is. A 10 and a... What is that? 13.
Okay. Both of those miss. You strike with your great sword,
That was
but
one
the
swing.
carapace is too hard. I'm sorry?
Was that one swing or was that two?
That was...
One swing at advantage for reckless?
Oh.
Did you roll? You
Or-
didn't, you
I
didn't
didn't
roll
know.
reckless, did you?
No, you said you were
No,
gonna
I
rage.
didn't. I raged.
That's my bad.
Better luck next time. Is there
So
anything
that
else?
was- Yeah, I just rolled both attacks at the same time. They were both bad.
Yeah. You used your bonus action. You still have some movement left if you want to try it. Well, you could have flanked to get advantage. I would have allowed you to. You didn't. You couldn't really see, but you could have flanked. So you can go ahead and roll another attack at advantage.
Okay. Which one of you? No. I kind of messed up. Be better. Okay. How about that? How about a 23 to hit?
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm just gonna do it out here today, since the dice are being scary. Stop. What? Whoa, tablet.
All the things are against us.
They're
today.
what?
Every single
Really?
thing.
Oh my
every single
gosh.
thing is against us today.
Okay. That's gonna be a 10 plus one more. 16.
16 points of damage as you slash into it. This time you're able to cut through the thick carapace, and there's this violet blue ichor that spurts out at you. Leaf, you've cast Blink.
I have, and nothing happened. Otherwise, we would have heard about it. But we're at the top of my turn. I guess I'll try to talk to the monster that's has grappled Zai. I'll establish the psychic bond with it
Okay.
and just say to it, well, I suppose there's no way that we make it out of this without one or either of us dying, all of us dying.
You hear a response in kind. You are protected.
That's compelling. So you ain't gonna let all this slide then?
We will protect our kin, but these do not serve our master.
Wait, I'm trying to interpret this. Just trying to figure out if we can de-escalate.
This music down, it's
I
loud.
was gonna say, I'm having a hard time with the
I don't
the
think that we
levels.
can. Oh gosh. I'm gonna cast. That was my bonus action. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip on the one that I wasn't talking to.
Okay. That's a
That's
wisdom save?
That is intelligence save.
Intelligence save. Alright. 14.
I don't think that succeeds. Let me double check though, because no, that fails.
Okay. So it can't take an action, a reaction, or it can only take an action, reaction, or movement on its next turn, correct?
It can only take a movement action or bonus action. It can't take any reactions. And what's more, it's going to take just 10 psychic damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to yell at everyone. Everyone back away from that one. He can't get to he can't attack you if you're close. Hang on, let me rethink this because I have to translate the parameters into Leaf speak. Alright, back away from him. He can only attack you if you're up close. And let's see if I get to blink this time. The answer is almost certainly gonna be no. Come on now. It worked. Leaf disappears from the board.
Leaf blinks out of existence.
Wait.
Zai,
Oh, it's my turn.
it is your turn.
I use my bonus action, then I cast Misty Step.
Okay.
Like, go far away. Can I, like, go over here?
Yeah, further into the room.
Yes. Can I get any cover behind that little block of things, whatever that is?
Sure.
Okay. And then I would cast Channel Divinity again.
Okay, you can do that twice.
I can!
Beautiful.
And it's not a real spell. So
Con
I
saves?
can- Yes, please.
There you go. Okay, they both. Well, this one's cocked.
What's
Okay.
that?
One fails and one succeeds as you burst out with Radiance of the Dawn again. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I don't know what to roll. I'll try this one. 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage.
total.
Beautiful. As you blast out, it starts to char and bubble on some of the exposed skin under the carapace.
Ooh.
It's now Ori's turn. She is going to cast Enlarge Reduce on one of the Chuuls.
Ooh.
She's going to use the reduce form to try and shrink it.
Just make it big enough to pop this pocket dimension.
So that is going to be
Wouldn't
a
we-
save on their part.
I feel like it'd be a little cramped.
It'd be fine. Just pop a hole in the universe and we gotta escape out of it.
What's the tensile strength of the boundary of a pocket dimension? It's got to be pretty big, Chuul.
Yeah.
Hold on, what's the save for this? It's not saying. Hold on. See if I can find the full spell.
It's 20.
I just need to know what they roll against.
They
Like-
roll.
Like wisdom, intelligence saving throw, whatever. Let's see. Enlarge reduced. If I can't find it in 5 seconds, she's just gonna shoot.
I think she told me she was gonna shoot from behind Mick and maintain support
Okay.
spells.
She's just gonna shoot then. Alright.
I wanted to shrink one.
That was almost another crit.
She's got two shots per action.
Oh, she's also at disadvantage because she's engaged. She cracks out a shot against this one, but it glances off the side of its pincers, unfortunately. Visa.
She's got 2 shots.
Oh, 2 shots.
Because it's enchanted, it doesn't have to reload.
Hey, that one hits even at disadvantage. It's gonna hit for... "11 points of piercing damage as she blasts into the leg of this Chuul.
And
You
then
hear it kind of groan and buckle a little bit, and the clicking intensifies. Intensifies.
And then Mick's got his little fist rend, right?
He does. He currently can move around this way, yeah. And let me see if he hits. He does, indeed. As Mick blasts into them, backing up Ori. These things are starting to show a bit of damage.
Now, Tyler, this is a reminder, I think, that one of those cannot do opportunity attacks. So if there's one that people want to
Yes,
disengage
it's this
with-
one.
Okay. Is anyone engaged with that?
Yes.
Visa.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
And it is now Visa's
Should we
turn.
ring? Should we hang a ring on its tail?
What kind of ring would we put on there?
I don't know. The same.
Restrained, petrified, blinded. We'll put a little exhausted on him because he can't do his reaction.
Okay.
Blink.
What is Visa gonna do?
Visa is
Run away!
yeah, to get away from disadvantage, he's gonna run around. Is there space between it and the wall
Like
for a
over
medium?
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just his full
Circle
speed.
around.
He's got 30 feet. Is he in touch range with Zai?
Can be.
Cool. Then feat action. He's gonna use healing hands. I do. Oh, first bonus action. Yes, bonus action. He's gonna go into his starry form. So we'll swap these out.
I heard fee action as an FEET. It's like, oh, you're like sticking your foot out. That's how you're touching me.
Little fancy footwork. No, so he's gonna do starry form, take on the form of the chalice. So his torso and shoulders kind of light up bright, and then lay on hands. Use that feat action,
Beautiful.
and that will be 11 points of
Oh,
healing
wow.
to Zai. And that is turn.
I would like nod to you and then crouch down behind the little thing again.
Top of the round. This one, no longer affected by this, after this turn, is going to scuttle up the wall and hang directly above
Ew.
Zai and Visa.
I hate him.
This one is going to turn about face and unleash several attacks on Zek.
Yellow. These were industrial last week too.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And both of
Did you
these
give me
will
something
hit.
that gave me a +1 to my armor or something?
Ooh, before we went in? I don't remember.
Or did I take that
Did you put on the cloak of
that
protection?
cloak?
That's
Yeah.
your business.
I don't remember.
It seems like I remember saying you should have it.
I know, but I don't know what we actually ended up doing with that.
You take 16 points of damage. It is piercing damage, so it is halved.
Okay.
And can I have a dexterity save from you?
Which I have advantage on, correct?
Danger sense? Yes.
14. Oh, wait. 15.
14.
15.
Okay. You are grappled for a second before you were able to squirm your way out.
That's
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry. Can I have a second dexterity save? You got hit twice.
Okay.
Also at advantage.
19.
Okay. Yes, you're able to wiggle your way out of these. That's
some
gonna.
fancy, like, arm work. Get out of the tentacles.
That's gonna end
Pinchers.
their turn, and it's now your turn.
Okay. I want to try to whack off a pincher.
Okay. Roll the hit.
What's your total?
It's a nat one.
That'll miss as you swing. The tentacle face actually knocks your hand aside
You're
as
flanking.
it starts to bowl forward. Go ahead and roll it again to attack.
Oh, am I still flanking?
No, you were. Oh, yeah, you're flanking.
Okay, so can I disregard that nat one for 20 something?
That'll hit.
26.
Go ahead and roll
Thank
damage.
you. Jet, appreciate. Oh, much better. That's gonna be 17 plus, hold on. 17 plus 8 is 20. What did I just say? I can't keep all of this in
17
my
plus
brain.
8, 25.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
17 plus 8 is 25.
Okay, yep, that many.
You swing down hard and slash into the part where the arm of the mandible meets kind of its elbow,
Mhm.
and there's this crack of chitin as you get about 3/4 of the way through the arm of the pincer. There's this shriek of pain followed
right.
by intense clicking as it bears down on you again. You have another attack, I believe.
Does any of the damage type matter for these
It does.
lovely futures? Okay, some of that was radiant.
Okay. We'll count it all as fine for now, though. Just delineate in the
Okay.
future.
Great. So still at advantage. That'll be 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
That'll be 17.
17 points of damage as you slam down into the same arm, and it falls off with a sickening, squelching crunch, like you ripped a cooked lobster in half.
Clean in half.
And it shrieks in pain, stumbling back. Is that gonna end your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Leaf. Hayden.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm thinking.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if that was connection issues or you thinking.
Sometimes I don't know. All right. Leaf is going. He's still got the connection running with those two. He's not anywhere. He hasn't appeared yet, I don't think.
Correct.
Unless he appeared at the beginning of his turn. I think he appears at the beginning. So he pops back up. Where's the levers?
There's one here, one here, one here, and one here. In each four corners of the room.
Okay,
In each
well,
corner of the room.
I'm gonna go to the far back left corner,
Okay. Back here.
which between my blink and my movement, I can get there. And I'm gonna pull a lever. I don't
Okay.
know what that counts as.
You go up to one of these big blue orbs with a lever under it and pull down hard, and there's a thunk, and the blue turns to green.
I'm gonna look at the thing, and in its head, I'm gonna say, "I can tell them to stop if you can agree that this isn't best for any of us. If we stop, will you stop?"
Make a persuasion check.
Now, let's see.
At disadvantage.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Just got its arm chopped off.
Yeah, I've been there.
I mean,
That
Look
should
at
be
like-
persuasive. Like we
That's
can kill you.
that would be
Stop.
intimidation.
Please let us alone.
Well, now I did roll a natural 20 for a 24 on my persuasion check.
But at disadvantage.
At disadvantage, I rolled an advantage on accident.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
rolled a. Now, if it's an intimidation, I'll take that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you're trying to intimidate them into stopping,
That's it could go either way. Is that still a disadvantage or is that?
no, that would be advantage.
At advantage.
It has its arm chopped off.
Well, can I take my 20?
Yeah, you can take your 20.
that's the one I want. I wanted to
Because I
do it.
technically rolled
Can I-
2d20. So it's a
Intimidate them.
27 now.
There's a pause,
No, it's a clause.
and each of you hear that same rhythmic clicking, hushing sound in your head, and Hayden, you hear, Leaf hears, "We will accept this."
Leaf's gonna say it real fast. This will be my turn. He's gonna put his hand in the air. Everybody, they're talking to me. Everybody stand down. I think that we ain't gotta kill each other all in here.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'll get it.
I was gonna let that
I
fly.
mean,
Set your own DCs.
Zek is already raging.
or you could just choose to whether or not to be persuaded.
I'll think about it.
Is that gonna end your turn, Leaf?
I think so, unless I need to make more checks.
No? Zai.
Hold on a sec. Oh, I don't think I want to do that.
Oh no.
I don't want to do that. I was gonna cast tongues, but then
Oh.
I would have no third level spells.
These two are up here
So-
casting tongues on each other
They
before
are.
we even
It's
gone
gross.
in.
I didn't even need any spell components.
Okay. I would just look at Leaf and like shrug and put my hands up
I think he has a befuddled look on his face.
and just doesn't know what to do, but is not going to keep fighting.
Okay. Ori's also gonna shrug and hold her gun and hold a shot in case any other hostile actions take place. Visa.
I think Visa's gonna
Blow everyone
test.
up.
He's gonna test the peacefulness by stepping away. So he's gonna first cast Healing Word on himself and regain. Let's see. Okay. And then try stepping away, risking the attack of opportunity.
You step away unscathed.
It looks like they're not attacking for the moment.
Top of the round. It's now their turn. They each scuttle away up into the corner of the room on the ceiling into the recesses. Clicking, trumping occasionally, but not making any aggressive actions. Watching.
I guess we kind of regroup in the middle. I'm gonna go pull another lever.
Would you guys like to stay in initiative?
I don't think so.
Okay. You guys drop initiative as Leaf.
Yeah.
You go and pull a second lever. In the blue, now cloudy crystal starts to fog with green energy. The second lever pulled.
I'll talk to them once we kind of get everything taken care of in here, but they seem to recognize me in some capacity.
Oh, you know these people?
No, I don't even know what these are.
What do you mean they recognize you?
Your guess is about as good as mine, but while I try to put a finger on it, I tap it where the snip is.
What, me? Yes, we know
No.
them. Well, not directly.
Snape knows the Chuuls,
We know of them.
and they know of you?
Perhaps, or perhaps they just recognized the ancestors.
I don't understand, but maybe we pull these levers and we talk about this later.
We'll put a pin in this. I'll have a conversation with my brother, and I'll come back and inform you as to what he's talking about.
Well, I kind of like talking to him now.
Sure, but we also have business to attend to.
Oh
and
yes, the business. Let's
During
go.
this, Zek is
Well-
gonna go to that corner and pull a thing.
I'm telling you this with all honesty. He's not in his right mind. And I have to sift through his responses to try to get you something that makes sense.
I kind of like that though. It's like you never know what he's gonna do.
Is Zach pulling the fourth lever as well?
Or he's also right there.
Are we pulling the fourth lever?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we're pulling the fourth.
As you guys are having this conversation, the lights flicker on to a pale blue. You hear a voice. Lockdown ended. Doors opening. Arcane battery charging. Currently 2%. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
I'm gonna turn to the Chuuls.
They're
And
both
I'll say,
curiously regarding you, kind of cocking their heads. One's blood is just dripping from its pincer arm.
all right, I'll tell my companions everything that you tell me. But what are you doing here?
We were taken to be studied.
And I take it your feelings on the matter are not entirely charitable in nature?
We care not about this. It is an inconvenience. We merely serve a master and must return to them.
All right, well, that sounds like about us, to be honest. Now, does Are you going to be able to get back there without, chopping up everybody in this building?
Yes.
I don't know how to make an insight check on that.
Roll insight.
You roll an insight.
What do you got? What's your modifier?
Okay. Insight is a +4.
Okay. Inscrutable. The minds of these things are alien to you. The words somehow twisting in your brain, it's almost impossible for you to comprehend this at times.
And the old man, I presume he's old. I've never seen him, I guess. The human or sentient being, the one that's been prodding at you, you okay with him?
We care not for this individual, either way. He only sought to learn of us, of our master, of our ways.
Who is your master, by the by?
We serve the awakened.
That's fun. Do I know anything of that in the depths of my arcane knowledge?
Roll a history check with advantage.
Oh, that's a treat. 25.
25. You've heard just the bare whisper of rumor of the awakened. Pockets over the years of a mysterious being that comes in the night, paralyzing those it encounters, shaking the very foundations of their psyche. And those that survive to tell the tale are usually broken, both inside and out.
Well, that's no good. Now, do you belong to this plane, or are you going someplace else after this?
We will reside here.
Oh, you do? Where'd you come from?
That is unknown.
How about most recently? Where did Goldwyn find you?
That is privileged information.
Between you and Goldwyn, huh?
You are aberrant.
Well, that's news to me, I guess.
Belong with your kind.
Ooh, and who might that be?
Us. The awakened.
Well, that can't be right. Can't be right.
Can I ask?
What makes you?
Well,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
what is like the body language read? Are they still in the room? Or are they?
They are huddled up in the corners of the room, like in the ceiling.
Mm.
And they're just kind of intensely gazing at Leaf.
And we're just hearing
You're
them
just
make a lot
hearing-
of chittering sounds
Yes.
in our heads or with their bodies.
They're chittering with their bodies, but you hear kind of this hushed, clicking, rolling sound in your heads.
So there's not necessarily like a friendliness. Like there's still maybe some like mild hostile vibes from them.
It's tense.
Okay.
I'll say to everyone else. I'll tell you more later. They've given me some background on who and where they are, where they came from, and what they are, and what they're doing here. I think we're gonna be okay getting out of here. But does anyone have anything they can think to ask them?
Should we like help maybe heal them a little bit from the like explosions and the stabs?
Whew, I'll ask if they want that. Do you require or desire healing magics?
No.
They say no.
Okay.
There is more within you besides aberration. What is it?
Could be the horns. I lift up my cool blue hat that I've been wearing.
It's a little man living in your tummy.
Devil.
We think that's the aberration.
Your blood has kissed the hells.
Yeah, that's about right. I've heard similar descriptions.
You are tainted.
Well, that's a rude way of putting it, but I guess niceties aside, that's about right.
Silence for about 5-10 seconds.
Perhaps you do not belong with us.
Well, this has been nice, and I'm just gonna start shooing everyone towards the door.
I would follow him and kind of keep my eye on
Quickly
these things.
now, we need to go.
As you guys start to move towards the exit, you see them start to shift along the ceiling. Their claws stabbing into the steel. And eventually they do make their way towards that torn hole where the ventilation shaft intersects the room. You guys are able to make your way through the hallway, passing.
Yeah, passing the door halfway down the hallway. Do we hear any rifling in the library?
Yeah, very distracted. Much the same.
Okay, cool. Still in the library. Not waiting for us in the main lobby.
You passing by?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you pass by the main library and into the lobby up towards Goldwyn's chambers.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, finding the doors blessedly opened into a small, tight room that has drawers on drawers on drawers, as well as another open door now to the other side, where you see a male individual rifling through a small chest at the foot of a bed, as it is a lavish bedroom behind this safe room with all these drawers. As you guys enter, turns back to look at you all. Sorry, I'm fixing Hayden's camera.
Thank you.
Is that okay, Hayden?
A little to the right. That's great.
Okay.
Oh! You lifted the lockdown.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Like, what is going on at this place?
What do you mean?
Like, who are you and why are you, like, capturing all these things and there's this, like, little worms trying to eat us and, like, digging our skin and then you have these, like, weird monster things that, like, what are you doing here? And the little man with the red hats.
Well, I'm Goldwyn. I'm a wizard. The red caps, the swords, yes, you've encountered them all, it seems. I mean, I'm studying the planes, and they're multifaceted diversity. What makes planar beings tick? I'm not hurting them, of course, but they're usually quite dangerous. So the cells were mostly to keep them from harming myself. But those who are sentient and can understand me, I was asking them questions about their lives and where they're from.
Not the sort of thing you could ascertain without looking them up.
Again, sloths tend to kill. So do Chuuls and redcaps.
Sure, but instead of defending yourself and entering their environment, just put them in an interdimensional cage.
Well, yes. All science, there's two sort of forms of study. There's controlled environments and natural. And both are necessary to understanding. But regardless, I'm very happy that you were able to find me.
But why do you say that?
Well, I was trapped.
You've been trapped here in this lockdown?
Yes, in the safe room over there. Points to the very small room between the blast doors and the bedroom.
For like the whole 2 weeks or something?
Yeah. I ran to the safe room whenever the containment breach happened, and I didn't have a way to disable it. And it was then that I realized that being reclusive did not work in my favor.
Well, the
Can I cast Detect Thoughts as he's telling us this story to just kind of see like or maybe an insight check.
Okay.
I don't know.
What are you trying to?
I'm trying to figure out like,
if he's like holding back
is he
information.
an
is he
idiot?
lying?
Yeah, is he lying? Is there like some nefarious like malintent here? Is he really just kind of a stupid idiot that thinks this is a good way to study? Is there something else going on that he's like trying to distract us? Like kind of really that, like is there something, is this just a surface layer and there's something else going on that he's not revealing to
Okay.
us?
What's your insight modifier?
I don't know. Let me see. +6.
Okay. He seems quite genuine.
Like, am I confident that he's pretty genuine? Like, it's like,
You're pretty confident he's genuine.
Okay.
But regardless, a reward, perhaps, for helping. I don't have much in the way of gold, as I spend it frequently on my experiments. But I could perhaps offer significant discounts in my store. I do have a fair amount of stock right now.
I like that idea, and we also kind of were looking for you to maybe see if you could help us with a specific problem of ours. So maybe we could also get some of that help from you, maybe?
Do tell.
Is this a conversation we could have maybe back in your store where there's not a sloth wandering around?
Eyes go a little bit wide at the mention of a sloth wandering around.
It's in your library.
Oh,
Oh yeah, everybody got out.
well. Okay. Sure. Let's go.
Leads you into the bed chamber where there is a matching sigil. Touches it and disappears.
I would do the same
Well,
thing.
that's good.
All right, each of
sit
you.
down here.
Well, wait, but does he have anything like kind of nice in his bedroom?
It seems
is it-
fairly sparse. It seems to be a researcher's room through and through. Go ahead and make an investigation check if you'd like to see if there's anything hidden.
Yeah, sure. Everyone's gone. Well, he's gone at least.
Gotta at
I'm
least
not.
be a nice pillowcase.
Yeah, fairly
How about
nice.
a 21?
It's a plush bed. There is a small, drawer hidden in the bed with a gold purse in it.
How much is in the gold purse?
With a quick accounting, it looks to be around 400 gold.
It is now 200 gold.
Okay, as you pour out a good half of it and pop it back in. You okay, Molly? Okay. Are you making your way to the main tower?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You guys make your way to the main tower, now in the bedroom here. Goldwyn appraising all of you, smiling, seemingly fairly happy that you guys have rescued him.
Okay, now I would cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay. Surface level,
Just surface level.
you get... Oh, I'm so happy that they finally found me.
How much of a discount should I give them? Fairly steep. Fairly steep. They rescued me. I would have been toast.
That's what you get.
Okay. Would advanced level wizards be able to tell that I was casting detect thoughts on them?
You have no
Even
idea.
if it's just.
Well,
I want to know.
If you
as a
if you do
player.
the delve
For
deeper,
service.
Huh?
if you do the delve deeper,
Right, but just for like surface level things, would they know?
surface level things, you are pretty confident they don't, unless they're like
He knows you cast a spell of some kind.
Yeah, sure.
doing magic that you don't know. But
Yeah.
that, generally speaking, yes,
Okay. Generally speaking, yes, that he would know.
he would not know
Oh, he would not know. Okay.
that you
That's
were
just
trying
for
to
like
read
me.
his
Like
thoughts.
I could Google the information.
Yeah.
But like, I'm in here with
That's
you.
what
And
Tyler-
prefer not to. Like, I'm just curious.
No worries.
Because I would not know that, of course.
So, who?
So
who
what are you going to do now that your monsters are still loose in the laboratory?
Oh, I'll borrow some automatons from Grimble, probably, and clear it.
Well, that does not sound like the sort of work that I'd like to do, but you know.
My goal is
Somebody will be doing it.
yes. Well, the automatons, they don't, But the goal is to send them home. We don't want to harm them, of course, but
No one should do that.
they are sentient creatures and deserve respect and dignity.
The dignity of a cage for weeks.
Only a few days, usually. This has been a long incident because of the breakout. It's usually questions about their families, for friends, some biological inquiries, but other than
Well-
that, it's quite simple to send them home.
How did you end up with thousands and thousands of those tadpoles?
Oh, the tadpoles. Well, I only summoned a few, but they found a way to multiply, which I did not think could happen. So, controlled status brought new discoveries out.
I'm glad you seem entertained by this discovery. However, I did not enjoy them crawling around under my skin.
That was real. Speaking of our skins, we have this little problem on our skin that maybe you could do a thing about.
Oh, I could take a look.
She'd hold out her wrist and kind of try to Isaac, like, stop with this attitude. If he can help us, let him help us before we beat him up.
And I will look back at her like, I think he's kind of an idiot and I don't think he will help us.
You see his eyes glow bright blue for a second as he peers down at your wrist. It does light up briefly.
Oh. Well, it looks to be an incomplete set of glyphs. Has this been modified, or?
Yes, we had someone take some of the layers off, but the ones that remain are really stuck on there and they need like someone super powerful and like really good at the magics.
Oh.
And I heard that maybe you could do that. A couple people said that you were like the best magic person around here, so maybe.
Around here, yes.
Zach is just gonna be like holding a prayer bow and like a big sigh.
I am mostly an enchanter by nature, but if you can make your way to Inslelrenor, my colleague Finalraz Reed Pipe, she could do this.
Could you perhaps like give her a message on their behalf or
Sure.
something? Or like maybe, I don't know, send us there or something?
I could, send you there if you'd like.
What was the friend's name?
Finalraz reed pipe.
Wait, send the message or
Maybe.
send us?
Oh, send a message.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be
I know how you
helpful.
high magic types like to zip from place to place.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, I do not have any teleportation circles copied for the city.
Oh, beans.
Do you have like something kind of a little bit close by that could give us a little boost?
I have summoned Fissura, but that's still a bit of a walk.
Like how much of a bit?
Let me pull up my map.
There's I and also once there, we wouldn't be able to get back very easily. So perhaps it's best to just wait and see what this reed pipe has to say.
Let me pull up my map. Sorry, guys.
If there's no-
What if like maybe they could come here? Like they have the magics to come here and do the little thingy and
it's way
like
over there.
If there's no
Where
quick
is-
journey, there's always the voyage to the Kilka port.
oh, I don't know where that is.
The what?
It's west of here on the southern coast.
Sorry, my laptop's
Oh.
not working.
We have to go through the mountains to get there.
Well, no, from Esaloon, we just go down to the coast and sail west.
Oh,
Wait, to
I
which
have
part?
never been on
Kilka,
a
I
boat
think.
before.
Kel- where?
That sounds kind of fun. Do you have a boat?
What does Goldwyn look like?
Well, don't
Fissura's
own one,
11
but
days from Inzelrenor.
They're fairly easy to hire.
Well, that could be fun.
Goldwyn looks to be a spring Eladrin. So, elf-like features, pointed ears, kind of narrow face, but has like verdant green tinges to parts of him where like it seems like leaves are sprouting or ivy's kind of tracing around his arms.
Is he a little guy?
I'm sorry?
Is he a little guy?
He is fairly little. And he has a pale green tinge to his skin as well.
Keldia, sorry. Keldia.
Well,
Oh.
Goldwyn, I'm sorry that you were trapped for so long. It must have been very unpleasant in that circumstance, not knowing if anyone was coming for you.
Bit, yes. I thought my automatons could right the situation, but I
We had-
do have a good amount of food in that safe room. The Gith, actually, I found a recipe from one of them. Sustenance bricks. They're these meaty...
You make your own meat bricks?
I do. They're quite handy.
They are very handy.
They can be delicious in a pinch.
Yeah,
Wait, you have met more of our people?
of course. I make a habit of studying planar beings.
So you have captured some gift also.
Two, but I learned this from a friend.
Well, what kind of friend?
Oh. Well, when I was younger, I had several companions, and we did a bit of exploring of the astral sea.
Oh, and you just ran into some gift there.
Yes, and,
Why did they not slaughter you?
Yeah, they were friendly to you?
well, it was a bit of a stalemate and a bit of a conversation afterwards.
That is impressive. I did not expect you to be able to meet a gift and survive.
Well, there were a few resurrection spells cast.
Oh, yes.
That sounds more like
We have used those as well.
Impressive, your people. You must be proud.
Oh, yes, they are very impressive.
But I digress. Perhaps you'd like to see what I have to offer.
I also just want to make sure you are going to help those redcaps get back because they were getting ready to eat each other. Because they did not have any meat bricks in the safe room they were in.
Oh, sure. I'll hop right on it after our business is done.
Okay.
So I would kind of look at Zek. Like, does he know what he's doing? Okay.
I'm just worried about those guys.
But how did you end up in that situation to begin with? These two their glances are bringing up a very interesting point.
Which situation?
The one where your lab went on lockdown.
The best as I could surmise, a large hole was penetrated in the floor by a Chuul.
Yes.
That wasn't supposed to be possible.
And was it just a simple design oversight, or was there something special about the show?
I cannot know until I look, but Chuuls can be quite unique.
Well, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. I'm sure that we can have very many interesting conversations about the nature of what you've learned, sir.
Sure, there's plenty I've learned throughout my time.
I do want to know what you have to say.
Oh, yes, well, let's go down to the bottom floor and you can take a look. He'll lead you downstairs to, the showroom floor where he starts to point out various things. There is a big silver kite shield that he shows you, stating that this is an animated shield, that it will follow you without use of hands. He shows you a ring that is graven in gold as a curled feather, as well as what looks to be a 6-inch wand of like twisting wood. There is a double ring that has a bar that connects it with some arcane runes across it. There is a staff that is carved in the visage of a snarling snake. He also shows you a small iron rod about 2 inches long with runes carved down it. Various other staves and wands. There is a set of boots. There is a thick morning star linked with chains that has holes in it. There is a very bright, radiant sword of energy. There are books, there are shards
A radiant energy sword?
of glass.
That's interesting.
There's all sorts of stuff. So we can go
Does it
through this whole list if
Make
you'd
any
like.
kind of buzzing sound?
It does not. It is soundless.
Ooh,
Sorry.
sleek.
Frankly, I think we ought to do our shopping when we have all members of the party present.
I agree.
That's true.
So I'm gonna run through this, and then I'm gonna run through it next episode as well.
That's fine.
Great.
Helpful.
We got an animated shield, a ring of feather falling, a wand of magic missiles, an inescapable lash, which is a whip, a ring of spell storing, a staff of the python, an immovable rod, a staff of charming, a wand of binding, boots of the vigilant, the devotee's censer, lightbringer, that's the sword, alchemical compendium, an astral shard, an amulet of proof against detection and location, a bag of tricks, a bead of force, a belt of storm giant strength, bracers of defense, dust of dryness, and a medallion of thoughts. As he carts you around this wondrous, magical emporium full of beautiful, enchanted items. That's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Oh my.
You did it. Chuul fight over. Chuul fight over peacefully.
Hacked out